Greetings, everyone, and we are here. It's your girl AP in the building, owner and founder of You Thrive Coaching and the You Thrive Movement. I will also be putting this video on your official fairy godmother channel. So if I'm not looking familiar, this is You Thrive AP. Okay, I'm enjoying life. And so I'm enjoying the opportunity to share the different aspects of myself in different spaces and express that and be able to entertain myself doing it. Okay. And so this is You Thrive AP Community Tribal AP, and then over on your official fairy godmother, we got April as your official fairy godmother. And, she will always have the black hair. It will be styled differently here shortly, but it will always be the black hair. Over here, Community April is a little bit more vibrant, so to say, and the personality is a little bit more varied as we are dealing with the community. And so yeah, anyway, I just wanted to give that brief disclaimer. But this is purely for both audience as I am embarking on this new journey. This is about transparency, okay? I am definitely embarking on a new journey. And so as I am going, I am learning how to incorporate the two together. You Thrive is coaching, the coaching business. Yes, I still do 101s without the channeling aspect. I just want to make that clear. The channeling aspect is new. So I've been nurturing that baby and getting that project off the ground and still in mommyhood, you know what I mean? And still in mommyhood. And so I'm in a new location. And so we're getting things popping. So pretty soon I'll be able to hire a nanny and really get heavy into this work thing. And there is no judgment or no bias. Just because I do things differently from others doesn't mean that there is a judgment upon how other people are living their lives. But for me personally, I will not be putting my child in a daycare. She just turned 2. And so until she can speak and tell mommy what the hell is really going on, um, I am very picky about whose care she's in. And so um, yeah, that's what's happening. So my time is a little limited as far as my work is concerned on this level, as far as putting out content and videos and things of that nature until we get a nanny. Okay, so that's what's going on with that. But so yeah, I've been over there nurturing um that business, and that includes channeling and the coaching together combined. As I said, I am still doing 101s with just coaching. And here behind the scenes, I am working on shortly. We're getting everything prepared for the spring. So if things come out before then, that's great. But my schedule is spring. Working on workshops and workbooks and webinars, things of this nature. Um, yeah, and merchandise and you know what I mean? We're getting the wheel spinning. But anyway, this video is like I said, just to be super transparent and to talk talk. Okay. So last night, I made a guest appearance on the Q Reeves Experience. For those of you who are not tuned in with Q Reeves, this is a suggestion that you go over to this channel and check out some of his content, because this 2025 year, it's going to be a lot of things popping off. And we are wanting everyone to be clear that it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. And his channel will help decode a lot of the signs and the symbols that are around us, that many of us, if we have not been operating as seeing things as signs and symbols, you know what I'm saying? This is a great learning to take place, because your outside is only a symbol of what's going on your insides. You know what I'm saying? And so to decode those signs and symbols will also help you figure out what's going on the inside as you're delving in to get to know the many aspects of yourself. Okay. And so last night was very interesting because, my higher self had been getting ready. They were like, expansion, you're going to be stretched, da, 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 da. So as most of us humans do, I took that shit literally. And so I was like, okay, what this show is going to be a headbanger. I got to get prepared emotionally to just be stretched. And the energy was so light and so fun. I didn't even really get into the visual of the downloads that I was seeing and what I was feeling, which was cool. That was cool. But here, when I awoke in the sunrise, the downloads that I got were just that this was preparation for the year 2025, period, because I'm an empath, and channeling has taken me to a whole new level in this experience of being an empath. And so I am learning that I really feel things on a level that many don't. And so I've been stretched emotionally for these reasons, and learning how to sit in emotion and actually feel it. And there's still many levels to all of this, really learning how to transmute it in some case, uh, harvest this energy to use it for my personal good. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's a thing. And we're studying alchemy, spiritual alchemy in the background too. You know what I mean? So that's a huge deal. And so with dealing with the collective in this way, um, I'm definitely picking up on everybody's emotions. And as we are uh having an individual experience in this human experience, they're not my emotions. And so thank God I have been through such emotional extremities in this experience that I can now handle this. You know what I mean? And so yeah, so yesterday I was looking for these big bells and whistles to be just, I wasn't really scared. What I was concerned with was the aftermath. Like, how long was it going to take me to recover? And so when I woke up this sunrise, I just became very aware that they were preparing me for this journey, period, because it's really going to hit the fan next year. It's going to, the momentum that is here for us is very strong and it's very fast. And for those of us that are doing the work, doing that inner work, praise yourself, give honor to yourself, give reverence to yourself. Most importantly, give grace and compassion and empathy and unconditional love to yourself, because it's not an easy journey. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here no more because we all be elevated. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I said all that to say that it's time to make a change. We are people who can do it. And so, yeah. So I'm talking to all my leaders out here. It is definitely time, and you know who you are. And for those that have enjoyed being the spectators, it is time for you to definitely kick your life into action. Okay. The things that are bringing you the joy, it's time for you to discover them. It's time for you to start the process, put one foot in front of the other, start wrapping your mind around being happy, start wrapping your mind around receiving, wrapping your mind around allowing the things in your life that bring you happiness and joy, and not waiting for the other shoe to drop, not expecting another shoe to drop. Like, oh shit, I'm too happy. Something is about to happen. You know, we want you out of that mindset. You've been in that mindset, you know that mindset, you know stress, you know worry, you know all these things very, very well. And it's time for us to start coming out of this space. And that is very important. And so I want to so I don't have to keep reliving this thing over and over again, right? I want to talk about some kind of dark things, okay? And only to for us to understand how far as a collective, okay, we are off balance, right? So as I was doing this segment on the Q Reeves show, my fairies came in, and they were just letting us know that how you know that saying, how low can you go? We didn't got all the way the fuck low. Okay. I mean, to the point to where the woman as a collective, we have agreed that entities here born with a vagina represent the physical, our physical manifestation of the creator. Children are our physical manifestation of creation. Okay. This is very important. Sit in that. Sit in that for a minute. Okay. Sit in that vibe. Sit in that frequency. As a collective, we have decided that that feminine frequency is our physical manifestation of the creator. This is what we agreed upon. Our children are the symbol, the physical manifestation of creation. Anytime as a collective that we have let ourselves spiral down so low to the negative end of this battery, because you are a battery, positive, negative charge, yes? And so anytime that you have let yourselves, ourselves, drop so low that we have let our women be held captive, because this is what's going on. First of all, there's trafficking going on. And then in many cases, women are being held captive and tortured and molested, right? Put through deep, deep traumas. And then a baby is inserted in them. And then they're still being traumatized, so that this baby is harvested, created, cultivating in a trauma womb. And then that child is born, and that child is continuously being traumatized for multiple purposes, for beings to stay young, for beings to feed, for beings to experiment in different planes of reality. As we were saying, you can break a human, break them to the point to where you break their spirit. And then when you break their spirit, you can take essences of their soul. Now, there are many cultures that define the spirit and the soul as one thing. And this is not the case. You're made up of many bodies. We put limitations on things. Everything is infinite. Okay. We are allowing in the data that the spacesuit can handle. Okay. And so you as a human having this experience are very powerful beings. You have the ability to use your mind and go wherever you want to go, to create whatever you can imagine. This is power. There are beings and entities that do not have these capabilities. And as the level of awareness is growing in everything that has ever been created is expanding, growing, changing, evolving. This is for certain. This is what you can count on. And so we have gotten so low that our symbolism as a creator of a creator is being terrorized, abused, disrespected, neglected, dishonored, disrespected. Since children being abused to the point that their minds are shattered. They're in pieces. Their spirits are broken. Essences of their souls are taken. Pieces of their souls so that they cannot fully express their souls here. And so this is how low we've got. And so now it is time to see the other end of this battery. There are so many more dark ass things going on. And a lot of this will be revealed. There are wars going on that you are not even privy to going on. There are essences being taken. We got to wake up and we got to tune in. And the only way to fix the outside and what's going on in the outside is to fix what's going on in the inside of all of us, period. There is no, there's so many programs running, so many apps running. And so we have gotten used to, I call it the fast food app. We want everything fast, we want everything instant. I am a part of that program. I have to constantly decode myself when I catch myself being impatient or wanting something now. You know what I mean? And this is all a process. Okay? This is all a process. I'm not saying that it's not possible to get what you want instantly, but in the way that we have learned to get things fast, there needs to be a balance. And you need to do the work to learn how to do this in a way that serves your highest good. Okay? And so that takes practice and discipline. Many are walking around with this envy and this jealousy. And elites and these people got it better than you and blah, 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 blah. And what I've just been shown is that it's not that anybody has it better than anybody. It's just, what are you willing to do to get what you want? And in a lot of these cases, what you are calling the elites, these successful people, have taken the discipline, they've taken the time and created a discipline, a routine, a ritual, whatever words you like to use to get what they want. And so you need to do the same. You need to set a discipline, a focus, and create a routine until you perfect what it is that you're trying to do or whatever it is that you're getting done, perfecting it, stepping into that arena. So I just want to come over here and say, as my life coach self, okay, and the other aspect of me as your fairy godmother self, okay, that I've said it before, but I'll say it again, it is time. It's time for us to wake the fuck up, put that fire under our ass, and get to the joy. Get to the joy. Get to the fucking happiness. What does your bliss on earth look like? For some people, that's too far of a jump. I get it. Bliss. There's no such thing as bliss. You're living in fairy tale land. Actually, I am living in fairy tale land. And I love it. But if that's too high of a jump, let's just work on the joy. Let's just work on the happiness. Let's just work on being content wherever you are. Okay, let's work on everything that's being content and above that. We need you to start wrapping your mind around this. Like, do you not see anything wrong with being unhappy? Do you not see anything wrong with expecting negativity, expecting things to go wrong, expecting to be stressed out, expecting to be worried, complacent? Com- you're complacent with complaining. That's a normal thing. People complain so fucking much that they don't even identify it as complaining. They say, this is just what's going on. This is just reality. That's a problem. That's a problem. We have become skilled. We have become masters. We have become the know-it-alls. We have become the geniuses of the negative side of the battery, of the lower vibration. We know these things all too fucking well. And so now it is time to know the extremity of this, the other side, the higher vibrational things, the bliss, the utopia here on this earth, the heaven on earth. It is time to get to know that aspect. Okay? But everybody is calling peaches and cream, but you are calling the fairy tales, all the shit that you think is unreal. It's time to allow that in so that it can become a collective reality, where it is a reality that you have superhumans here. Okay. It is a reality that your story ends well, where you get your fairy tale, your white picket fence, whatever. Yeah. It's really real out here. So I just wanted to come on here and be transparent and share my journey. As I've said before, this is a new era. And so we are setting boundaries in this new era. We are following the new wave, which the new wave is definitely sharing your life on the social media so that people can get to know you. But we are also creating a balance with that. So as I am your fairy godmother, I am. AP, owner and founder of You Thrive Coaching and the You Thrive movement, because we thriving, baby. I also have April, which is my personal life, my personal side. And so you probably won't formally meet her, but you will be privy to aspects of her, the mother, the daughter, the lover. Even though we ain't got no love child, but I am the lover because I love myself. I love myself. Yeah. Woo, maybe too much. No, I'm just joking. I don't know if that's possible. But yeah, so as we are moved into that new era, I feel that it is very important for us to get to know our leaders in such a way because this humanizes us. And so people can kind of get out of that worship gene, and I mean it in a very that unhealthy sense where you worship something more than you worship yourself. You worship something outside of yourself more than you worship yourself, and this happens in a lot of religions where the pastors, you only see that pastor side, so when the shit hits the fan and you find out pastor is drinking, a pastor smoking a little weed over here, a pastor having sex with Miss Mary, and he married to Miss Susie. you know, a pastor this. And so we are coming out of that era. Hmm. So yeah, I'm just here being transparent, inviting you all on the journey, letting you know that there is work being done behind the scenes, and those of us that are out here doing the work, we are requiring your support because this shit ain't easy. And for those of us who are leaders, we are very clear that we are leading by example. Okay. So that means you got to make sure your shit is right and tight and that you are holding yourself accountable and that you are being accountable and that you are loved, that you are being loved and you are giving out love and that corny love, that mushy gushy stuff. You know what I'm saying? That shit that make your heart all fuzzy and everything. That shit that make you beat, where you like you can't even think straight. You like, oh, I'm nervous. I'm excited. I don't even know if I could stand up and walk. My legs is weak. Like, that childish giddy. Oh, that's where we at. That's where we at. So I had to give y'all a brief introduction of for some of you, because some of you already know the ugliness of what's going on with the children, what's going on with the women. But what I want you to look deeper into that is how are you contributing to this? And some of you will be like, I ain't out here, you know, assaulting women and children. I ain't out here doing that. But in what ways are you contributing to this energy? In what ways are you contributing to this flow? And there is no judgment, no bias. Okay. But I want you to ask the questions to yourself and to figure out what side of the fence you're on. Because you can think you're on this side, but be operating to where you're contributing your energy to the other side. And that needs to be made very fucking clear. So, all the participation in all these systems, you got your kids going to school, okay? And is anybody paying attention? But it's like 8 out of these 10 children are being diagnosed with some damn ADHD, ADD, motherfucking, what autism, what is all this kind of stuff. And they're putting your babies on medication and they're doing this and you're doing, and you're not paying attention to these systems or these apps crumbling around you, and your children are being born at that time. So, of course, it is not working for them. As the system is crumbling, you're trying to keep them in the system that is crumbling. No, it doesn't not work for them. So, of course, they in class bored out of their damn mind. Of course, they in class not paying attention. You, as an adult, how long can you give something your attention? Okay. And for those of you who like to do all this book studying at these universities and got all these degrees and everything, I mean, aren't there studies out there that say that like you can really, the optimal time is what, like an hour and a half, and then you need a break. And so you have your children in a facility for 7, 8 hours. And you're expecting them to pay attention when there's no creative play. There's a regimen. They have to not express themselves. They're not allowed to express themselves. And this is just how far we've come, because mommies have to go to work. For some reason, daddies ain't in the household. You know what I'm saying? And so look at the symbolism of everything that is happening and how you are contributing to this. I need to make sure y'all catching that. How are you contributing to this? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a vicious cycle. As I said, mommy got to go to work. Somebody got to watch the baby. Baby got to go to daycare. Baby got to go to school. Mommy got to pay bills. You know, daddy's off. In some cases, daddy's home, but he's so mentally gone, it's like he ain't even home. You know, or dad is out working for the house, but he's so mentally gone that that's all he's focused on is the work. So he's not really present. Who's present for these babies? Who's present for these children? Who's present for us? If we're not even showing up for ourselves. People look at these shows and these coaches, and it's a lot of work. You feel like it's a lot of work, but if you didn't have any bills, you didn't have any of these systems, so to speak, what would you have time to do? What would you be doing? If you were happy, what would you be doing? If you were living a life of joy, what would you be doing? Because then you become a vibrational match for more joy. You become a vibrational match for more happiness. If you're operating this way, if you're operating every day and I hate to get up because I hate to go to work. I miss my kids. This is what you're inviting in. You're inviting more of what you're focused on. So you're focused on you missing your kids. You're focused on a job you can't fucking stand. You're focused on how miserable your life is and what you lack, what you don't have. So you're inviting more of it in. You're working for the other side. You're not even working for yourself. You're being a pattern for the other side. Okay. So it is work on self year. Like I said, we got some things coming up and coming out. Book these sessions. Okay. Book your readings, book your sessions, however you want it. If you want a reading and a session, book it. If you just want a coaching session, book it. Either way, do what you got to do to make sure you straight on the inside, because you're not living life to the capabilities that you can be. You're not fully expressing yourself. How many of you really know yourself? I'm telling you, as a person that's out here doing the work, I meet new aspects of myself very often. And to some that may sound crazy, and that's okay, because this ain't the channel for you, boo. And go ahead and out there and tell the people I'm crazy. Keep some of that attention off of me. You know what I'm saying? But for those that are ready to full speed ahead and work together and be on this joy together and start learning how to operate in unison as one, as a tribe, as a community where we are safe in our own skin, honey. And we are not even focused on none of this bullshit. None of this bullshit because we too focused on our peace, on our happiness, on our joy, on our bliss, and watching fucking magic everywhere. Because it's everywhere. I see it every day, all day. What a space to be in. What a time to be alive. So I just wanted to put all this out here. Be very aware that, as everyone says, time is moving fast. You know what I mean? Our illusion of what we're calling time is moving very fast, meaning there's a momentum here, a momentum of energy that is moving quickly. Okay. And so we will be manifesting a whole lot quicker than we're used to manifesting. And so I am inviting all of us to really step out there and start inviting that joy and that happiness in so that we can manifest this on higher levels instead of this bullshit we've been manifesting as a collective. I know on the individual levels, some of y'all are real great. Real great. Real great. I get it. I get it. I get it. I totally get it. I totally get it. It's a vibe. I get it. Okay. But for the rest of us, like I said, this momentum is here for us. And so this year is about to be popping. I want y'all on the winning team. I want y'all on our side. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's enjoy each other. And I mean, like I said, we didn't hit rock bottom, so it ain't nowhere else to go but up. Okay. Y'all done manifested me. So we didn't really hit rock bottom anytime I'm out here channeling. Okay, the fundamentals of creation. Okay, the fucking your inside have come outside. Okay, and I am here channeling to give you the message, and this is what we came up with as a collective. Okay, so it's time for us to tune in and get it popping. Get this life thing popping. Be the full expression of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Express our souls. What our souls came here to express. And all the joy that comes in with that. Oh, we got entities trying to come through. It's hilarious. But we can say that for another show. But I love y'all so much, and peace, love, and bliss. Peace, love, and bliss to us all. And keep that support coming. Put them purple hearts in the chat for your girl. Like I said, it's emotionally it's so much going on with everybody. When I'm up here, like I really am picking up energies, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I gotta really like shut it off. But when it's time to bring it in, it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy. So yeah. Know your girls some support. And we love y'all. Peace, love, and bliss. If anybody told you today, I love you. Go look in that mirror and tell yourself, I love you. I love you. You do a little dance for yourself. Do a little dance. I love you. Blow yourself some kisses. Something. You know what I'm saying? Hug yourself. Ooh. How far back can you go? Mm. Mhm. Yes, give yourself a hug for me. Smooches. Peace, y'all. Peace, love, and bliss.